Okay, for example 3, we again have two triangles. We have ABC and A prime, B prime, C prime. This time we're not given a scale factor, but we can find a scale factor. We can actually look at side lengths and use grid spaces to determine scale factor. And if you remember, scale factor is the same as your new measurement over your original. So we're going to find a new measurement over the original. And this, since this is our new shape, we're going to, whatever we decide, this measurement's going to be on top. And just for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to use the side length AB and A prime, B prime. A prime, B prime is my new side length, and it's the length of 1. And my original is AB, which is 2 grid spaces long. So my scale factor is 1/2. So whatever I do with my sequence, I'm going to be using the scale factor of 1/2, or its reciprocal, 2. Okay, so I want to prove that these are similar to each other. So I want to map. I could go either way. I could map ABC onto A prime, B prime, C prime, or I could map A prime, B prime, C prime onto ABC. Let's go ahead and take the bigger and map it onto the smaller. And since we're becoming smaller, we're going to use a scale factor of 1/2. We're going to dilate from center point. So like in the previous example, we'll dilate. This time we're going to dilate triangle ABC from center O. And we're going to use our scale factor of 1/2. So like in the previous example, we need to identify points. A is at -2, 4. B is at -2, 2. And C is at -8, 2. We're going to multiply each of these by 1/2, which is the same as dividing by 2. So let's just start with C. So if I divide each of these by 2, -8 divided by 2 is -4, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. So my new C point is here. Each of these, -2 divided by 2 is 1, -1, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. So my new point is here. And then -2 divided by 2 is 1, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So my new point is here, and it's right in the middle of my writing there. So I've created this image here. So now I have where I could, now it appears that I have something that's the same size. So what I want to do is map this onto this. So I want to look for, again, a translation. The idea is to get them touching before I reflect or rotate. I'm going to match up corresponding points. For the sake of simplicity, I'm going to try and match up A to A prime. So I'm going to translate. And since this is a brand new figure on a space where I already have an original and a prime, this would be my double prime image. So this will be triangle A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. And I'm going to translate it. To get it over to A prime, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 spaces to the right, and 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces down. Okay, and 4 spaces down. All right, so that gets me to a triangle that looks like this. And what I need to do now is identify, okay, do I need to do a rotation or a reflection? Well, they match up on a line already. So it looks like that I could just flip it over that line. So I'm going to do a reflection. I'm going to reflect over line A prime B prime. Okay, and once I do that, it maps directly on there. So I've created a sequence that takes this larger triangle, maps it onto the smaller. So therefore, triangle ABC is similar to triangle A prime, B prime, C prime.